I can be in my car and I will think, and I'm really hurt by something, and I will be like, yeah, man, don't cry. What are you doing? You can't. We got this. We don't have you don't have it.
Yeah,
you need help. Unfortunately, if we continue like that, you will explode one day, and whatever that will come out,
it will not be nice.
It will not be nice.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Well, if you are new to my channel and this is your first time, I am Ndalenga, and Ndalenga is the founder of There Is Still Hope. There Is Still Hope is a platform where we encourage the brokenhearted, those who want to give up on life and are probably brought in a position of defeat, discouragement, and literally thinking that there is no hope for them. And the word remains the same: don't give up. There is still hope for you. If you think you have a story to tell, a story of hope, perhaps you have gone through something that could have discouraged you, or something that could have killed you or left you impaired, and today you live on to tell a different story of how you overcame. It can be anything, be it a loss of a loved one, or a loss of a job, or be it abuse in any way. Look, you can give hope to the next person. So feel free to contact me and I'll host you on my channel. Ever wondered why men don't show emotions? This video seeks to find the answer to this today. And whatever we'll be discussing here today, please note, it's our own personal opinion as well as research that we have done. Stay tuned. Well guys, I have a guest with me on There Is Still Hope, and we are answering $1 million question: why men don't show emotions. Kindly introduce yourself to the viewers.
My name is Salmon Ulenga, aka Fisherman. I'm a musician. Yeah, I've been in the industry for quite a long time, probably 14 years now. And yeah, that's me.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
It is very easy for a woman to show their full range of emotions, be it crying, be it showing their anger. It's very easy, and nobody got to judge them, because this is women. We are looked at like we are the softies and all of that. But someone will live to tell a different tale when it comes to a boy child, or rather when it comes to a man. It's just so odd seeing them crying. What do we mean by men not showing emotions?
Well, that's quite a very big question, Ndalenga, but I think really what it means is that it's very difficult, to see a man crying, for example. It's very difficult for you to find a man showing that they are not feeling well, or they are not happy because of a certain situation, and this is really what we are talking about when we are saying men don't show emotions. It's very difficult compared to ladies. Yes. Any single thing that happens, a lady would easily cry, they would easily express themselves, but this is difficult with men. And that is what the question, I think, is really trying to ask. And it comes a very, very, very long way. Most of these things, it really happens because of how we were brought up. Most of us were brought up in a situation that they do not have to show emotions at all, because apparently you are a man, and when you are a man, you need to be tough, you need to be strong. For the ladies, you need to be the one that they lean on to, and so you have to be powerful. So it really starts from far.
So what you're saying is that it starts from a very early age.
Yes.
So whatever we're seeing today is just an aftermath of a very long way.
Yes, it's something that came a very, very, very long way, and it becomes part of the norm. It shouldn't be the case, but unfortunately we all mold to be like that. And I don't know whether it's something that we are able to change in a shorter period of time as well, but if we have to try, we'll probably get somewhere. Yeah.
Today we have so many cases of mental health issues. We're talking about stress, depression, anxiety, and all of that. And every other day that we get to read in the newspaper, we coming across someone who have committed suicide, and we are also looking at gender-based violence. One will wonder why. This makes me think of suppressing emotions. You know, things keep happening and you just ignore it. You don't get to attend to it. You stuff it away and you keep on accumulating old emotions. In your own opinion, what do you think are the risks of not attending to emotions and numbing them and just keep storing them up? What are the risks?
Ndalenga, I believe that especially what we have been seeing now, as you have introduced, most cases of gender-based violence that are happening, a passion killing or whatever you call it, and I think these are really results of accumulated emotions. If you are unable to express yourself at a time, this bomb will explode.
Yes.
And how it will explode, that is now something that you might not be able to handle. And some tend to be very violent, and those are the cases that are happening. So I think really what is causing issues of gender-based violence, it's really suppressed emotions and accumulated issues that one hold and for a very long time and are unable to express themselves. At a time when they are done, whatever happens. This is really causing a lot of panic, and at times a person feel like nobody cares about me. They're not even talking to me. No one is listening to me. And of course, I mean, if you were told at a younger age that you should be strong, even when you have emotions, you must be strong. Don't tell anybody about your problems. Don't say anything to anybody. You must just be strong. You will tend to think that you do not really matter, you know, and as a result, when it comes, you just think, okay, I think it's over for me. Anyway, who cares? And this is and this is the reason why people are committing suicide. This is the reason why people tend to be violent and commit passion killings and things like that.
So in a nutshell, we're saying it is not wise and it's not advisable that you should accumulate emotions.
Exactly.
So today you lose a loved one, tomorrow you lose a job, the other day something happens again, and all of these things are just inside. So you need to get someone and perhaps talk to, just to break down your emotions and really just get to walk through them instead of numbing.
Yes, and I read one story one day of a lady that was talking about her husband. Actually, what happened is the husband lost the job and never spoke about it. Everything was fine at home. He tried to be strong, as we were always told to be strong. He tried to be strong, and in the end, apparently one day the lady decided to go to work and she forgot something at home. When she came home, she found her husband kneeling down, praying to God, and he was crying. He was like, God, why this happening to me? I need to be able to take care of my family. I don't feel like I'm a man anymore. And those kind of things. So it broke down the woman, but this is the reality. These are the things that that men go through, but they are unable to express it to anybody, because also what does the society think about you if you express yourself? Most of the time you will see that we have therapists, but not every man is really eager to go there. They are scared. They have that fear of what will happen if I go and consult this person regarding this issue. What are they going to talk about? And it's true. It's the society that mocks these guys, and unfortunately what happens, and this is what we need now to, I think, discourage.
It is rather better to speak to someone that you don't know, like a psychologist that you don't know, if you feel like you don't want to talk to someone.
You see, like what you're saying now, if it becomes very better for you to talk to someone that you don't know, when you have people that you know that are supposed to hold your back, and they are not, so that already becomes a problem, because first you want those that you know to say, I got your back, man.
Yeah.
Come here, let's talk. But in the end, these are the same people that will mock you again. They will, he was here, he having this issue and whatnot and whatnot. And that's the reason why people are scared. Men will not talk because of these kind of things. And in the end, the bomb will explode and they will tend to be violent. I think we should start telling the society that, I mean, it's okay to be not okay, and for a man to show emotions, that is what we need to start with.
It's okay to be vulnerable.
Yes.
Yeah. We're talking about mental health, and we're talking about why men don't show emotions. Stay tuned. Well, me being a woman, when I'm going through something, I can say that I don't go to everyone, but I go to a specific person that I know that at least she can listen to me, and perhaps she can give me advice or refer me where I can be assisted. I am interested in knowing, as a man, when you have issues going on, mental health issues, you have things happening, how easy is it to talk to another man about what you're going through?
Well, I must say we are not the same. Of course, I can see now the differences here because mostly in men, that's not the case. You hardly really get someone that you say, okay, I trust this person. I will be able to talk to this person. Okay, this is my buddy. It's a person that I can tell everything, and I know I can rely on this person. Mostly men, especially when it comes to those issues of mental health or issues of not being well, we happen to really mock each other, and that is the problem. That's why we are scared. You don't have a person to tell these kind of things. You know, you will end up telling someone that I have a problem, my brother. You know, I have financial issues, for example. Then the next thing you will see, people are talking about problem and those kind of things. And in the end, this kind of mockery, these are the issues that causes men to say, okay, maybe it's not normal for me to have financial issues. It's not normal for me to have all these kind of things. It's not normal for me to not have money at all. It's not normal for me to have any other problem. I must always be strong. I must always fight. And that's why I should not tell everybody that I have these issues. And in the end, you contain, you keep these issues within, and
you don't find a way out, and then you just come to a point where you think, okay, this is the end of me.
You don't find a way out to say, okay, let me express myself. Yeah, so those are the kind of issues that we as men sometimes always encountered. And next time you see someone, you have told someone your stories, and you hear the stories out there, you think next time you will be able to tell that person or to tell someone again. No, the trust is already gone, and you won't be able to you won't even want to talk to anybody about your issues anymore. And then that's what it means. Now you have now to contain everything and just shut. Yes.
How does society and culture contribute to men not showing emotions?
As we were growing up at villages, for example, you will find a time that you are at home playing with, maybe you are in a family, you are from a family of 10, maybe 5 girls and 5 boys. You find that your treatment at home is not equal. So if you, for example, you were running and you fall, and then you cry, your dad will say, Fika mapapa ulumenu. You understand? Stand up. Why are you crying? Stand up, pick yourself up and move on. You are a man. Those kind of things. And that is everywhere in our society. It's a cultural thing now. And if it was the same thing that happened to a baby girl, already that man will run to pick up the baby. Come, don't worry, you are okay, and do all the sort of things that will make her stop crying. And as for a man, you will have to wipe your tears yourself
very fast.
And yes, very fast, and go and move on. And that already it's already grooming you to become a different person, a hard person. You are becoming very hard. You don't have emotions because, I mean, nobody cares. You understand?
The emotions are already killed
yes,
at a very young age.
Yes. So those are the things that we start already from the younger age. Especially as boys, you go animal herding and maybe some of the goats you get lost. You know, now when you come back home reporting these things, your father will tell you, okay, my goats are not all of them are in the canal. Okay, you need to go. You are not sleeping here until you get them. You understand those issues. So you have now to go and look for those animal, whatever that is missing. You have to go look for it until you bring it back. That's when you come back home.
And sometimes it takes days.
Sometimes it takes days. And you are supposed to care about your emotions. No, you can't. You will think, okay, I'm a man. My dad said I'm a man. Whatever is coming, I have to fight it. Whatever during that darkness time, you are there in the dark at night. You are there really looking for whatever that you need to look for, and you don't care. You don't fear anything anymore. That's how we were groomed to become, and it's very challenging. And in the end, really, whatever happens. You don't care anymore, and those are the things that build up into men becoming violent and exploding into issues of patient killing, being suicidal, and so on. Yeah.
You've spoken of some of the myths. What about the statement, "Real men don't cry"?
That statement is quite dangerous in our society. Trust me, because you don't understand why the person would say real men don't cry and who should cry now. It's more referring to if you cry, you are a lady, and that is bad, because I mean you are being compared to a lady, and in our society we are not supposed to be equal. And when you cry, you are also, your masculinity is also being tested, because you are supposed to be a strong man, and now you are crying, you are weak. So that's what they are referring to, but it's something that we need to really get away from, because it's destroying men, and it's one of the things that I think we really need to discourage in our society.
Especially a boy child. They are entering a society that is already having this "real men don't cry." So
Welcome the boy child. When he is crying, welcome the boy child. I really think that as a society, we are paying attention on one side of especially if I have to call it parenting as a nation. We are really paying attention on one side, which is on a girl child, and leaving the boy child on their own, and they have nowhere to look for help to, and to get attention from. You understand? In the end, they are on themselves, and this will create or those issues of let me find my own ways how to deal with this, and whatever I think is right, and this is also what is causing now most of these issues that we spoke about now here. Because if nobody really cares about you, if you have nowhere to go when you have issues, for example, let me say I have a fight with my wife. She probably the one that is maybe the strongest in the house. She would beat me like I don't know, zero. You know what will happen? And then I go to the police and report a case. They will look at me like, huh? Are you mad?
Exactly.
You being beaten by your wife. They will never take it serious until such a day I come back with no ears, maybe they are cut off. Then they will say, is it true? But still they will be looking at you like, you are a man, what are you doing? Why are you not doing something about it? And those are the reason why men would think, let me stick everything to myself. If she beats me at home, I must find ways to deal with it. I will go to the bar nearby, drink alcohol. I will come back home drunk, and I will deal with it. You understand? But in the end, violence has started to happen, and these are the things, because we have no place, we have nowhere to seek for help.
And violence is not the solution.
And violence is not the solution.
If only we could find ways on managing, or rather processing our emotions.
Yes.
That would solve the matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking of the example that you just gave now. The man that stayed home and the wife went to work.
Yeah.
And when the wife came, she found the man on his knees crying to God and praying. At least he had a way of dealing with it. In most cases, men might not find it easy to deal with in that manner. You know, so where do you cry to? Because it looks like he couldn't even cry to the wife.
Just imagine, I mean, most of us as human, the first solution is to get a physical solution.
Yeah.
And when you go spiritually, then it's when you really know that you can't find any solution.
Yeah.
Now, this gentleman doesn't have any physical solution because the society does not, this society is rejecting. We are living in a rejecting kind of society that think men have it all, and they can deal with their own problems by themselves, and God for all of us. And that is the kind of society that we are growing. That's why this man has to say, okay, I think God can assist me here.
Yeah.
At least he had that belief, and not everyone does that. I mean, it's like that, and that is where the challenge is. I think we need to come in a society to really have the physical consultations with men, and look at them and talk to them, and nurture them, and also tell them that you are also, you can cry, it's okay to not be okay, and share your emotions. No matter how strong you are, we are all the same. Our hearts are all the same, anyhow, and what is flowing there is just blood, and we need to take care of ourselves as well.
Because crying itself is therapy as well.
It's a therapy.
And it's the crying that is said real men don't cry.
Yes. I can be in my car, and I will think, and I'm really hurt by something, and I will be like, yeah, man, don't cry, what are you doing? You know, you can't. We got this. We don't have, you don't have it. You need help. Unfortunately, if we continue like that, you will explode one day, and whatever that will come out,
it will not be nice.
It will not be nice.
At what point do you think one should get emotional help as a man? And or should they want to get help, where do you think they should go?
I think it shouldn't be staged. You should get help anytime. Help whenever you have issues. Whenever you feel your heart is arrested. You need to. It need to be released. You need to get help whenever, every time. So I think the most important thing that one needs to know is that as a boy child, you are loved. As a boy child, you are cared for, and it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to cry. If you need to, go ahead and release yourself and get help from whoever. Find someone that you think can help you. Go to there are professional therapists that can definitely assist. So how do you call social workers? They can assist. Find someone. I always like to recommend the elderly people, that because they normally understand situations, they will probably also assist you without judging you. So find one, get help, regardless of what your situation is, because also you should also know that what you are going through today, someone have already overcome. And it's not only you that is starting this, or it's not a first time experience. It might be the first time for you, but someone already have gone through that, and they overcome it. So it's okay not to be fine. Yes.
Well, this was really an interesting topic. Last but not least, your final words.
Well, for me, I would say, if you are out there and you have issues and you think the world is coming to an end, believe me, it's not. And don't keep quiet. Don't result into being violent. There is help. There is help. You can get help. You can talk to someone. There is always a way that you can get assistance if you speak up, if you come out. Otherwise, if you keep quiet, then you result to things that could be avoided, and we could not avoid it because you didn't come out. Come out, talk to someone. You know, Shwambo, they said, which means only when you talk that we know what you have, what your problems are. If you don't, then we will not know. Also, a problem ya dijimwifi in Shuambo. I don't know how I would say that in English. Maybe to say that will be a direct translation that your problem does not show by any indication of a smoke or so. So come out, talk to someone, get help, and you'll be fine.
Oh wow. Well guys, that was the final words from Fisherman. Thank you so much for your time once again. Thank you for really just believing in me. Thank you for honoring my invitation. I enjoyed this episode. It's really a $1 million question that especially me as a woman want to understand. Why are men sometimes tough? Can't they show emotions, and all that? Because showing emotions is a solution to something. So well guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to my channel and this is your first time, I am Ndalenga. Do subscribe and become part of the family. To my next episode, it's bye bye from us.
Tata.